pocket, and he'll be saying, toss on that flag to me, and I will happily run with it with a sword. But instead, actually, no, he's gonna hold back. He's just gonna fire shots here, there, and everywhere, and just support his teammates instead. He's actually really good coming from Str8. They're gonna run this one in, and that should be 1-1. Yes, it is. Heinz ground pounds it in. Renegade picks up a double at the same time, and it looks like Crowd Pleasers slightly overextended there as they all fall.
He's out of ammo.
Runs out of ammo.
I mean, this guy is just shooting so much that he manages to run out of ammo. Pink 2, clearly no one is contesting him, as he just is the king of the castle up here, as Borat would say, and he's just managing to not only maintain control, but also have that sword. Look at him, the quick slice and dice, as we used to call it, coming out of Ace.
Move across to Renegade as well. Found himself camouflage in the top middle as well, just raining down shots. So this is a really good opportunity for Str8 to push forward, try and perhaps get another flagpole. They've got a lot of map control. Crowd Pleasers are definitely on the back foot. They need to escape this spawn trap.
And it just looks like they're doing a pretty good job on the defense right now.
Now this clip of Ace and the rest of Str8 practically deserves its own video all by itself. But we're on board here with Ace. And what I want to highlight right off the bat is two things. One, Ace is in position to assist a flag run right off the bat. Great job there. Then, because he doesn't see other people, he looks to top mid. Where's the only other threat going to come from? Across the map or top mid, so he looks top mid. Gets a couple shots on someone, doesn't have to kill him to make him stay back and hide to be able to allow his teammate to run that flag. Okay? Again, just like Heinz in previous games, you shoot what you see. An objective or Slayer doesn't matter unless you're trying to be super cautious, like a previous review of Camo. In that case, you assist your teammates who are shooting everything. But here, he shot what he saw. He created a beautiful assist, got a beautiful flag run. I believe that's Heinz running the flag. The other thing I want to highlight is right in the freeze frame. What I want to show you here, when he throws the flag, he doesn't just walk and toss. Okay, he launches it. And by doing that, he doesn't get stuck in that lip clamber that the other player did in the older review. By being able to launch that flag past the ramp, he doesn't have to worry about grabbing the flag and accidentally clambering on that little lip ledge there at the bottom of the ramp. So he gets a very fluid run. The point that I'm making is when you come out of this area or other areas with lips, if you don't want to clamber, you don't want to slip step, launch the flag. You don't necessarily always have to jump, but throw the flag as far as you can and then proceed from there. Now, he's taking a lot of heavy fire down there. So Ace, being instinctive, knowing that he's got the guy on top mid covered, sees the bullet fire, he sees the bullet stream coming from low instead of high at this point, meaning that he sees the stream coming from a different direction. He sees that it's coming from a lower point of view, so he changes his viewpoint from high mid to low and finds the guy that's shooting him. Brad APG is at bottom base, and he should provide some assistance there. Now, I'm going to say ahead of time on this clip, we see Heinz, we see Ace, and we see Renegade. The main highlight is Ace because he did an amazing job this tournament. Someone who I've deemed inconsistent for many years did a very, very, very good job with this Str8 Rippin team in this tournament. Kudos to him. APG, however, in this particular clip, isn't really highlighted. He has a few highlights this tournament, and he plays decent with Str8 Rippin overall, but he's APG. Now, moving on. He refocuses, but he also is smart enough not to just stand out there in the open like a freaking punching bag and get shot at. He provides shots, provides a distraction, and keeps moving with the flag runner. He doesn't have a 3 or 4 man wall, but that doesn't mean that you can't still be a 2-man wall. It doesn't mean that you can't still provide high ground assistance to the flag runner so he can be effective. You need to be a distraction. You need to be a meat shield when you need to be, but be smart about it. Make that assist, take cover, and move on. He still knows that there's a guy on top mid who may have moved a car, or there might be even 2 guys at car, so he zooms in immediately for that. He doesn't need to stay in that battle with that guy over at low car. Why? Because he's on the other side of the map from the flag. Okay, let me make that very clear. The guy on the other side is going to have a hard time shooting Heinz once Heinz progresses past Pink 1. So he doesn't need to focus on him. He's regaining his shields, he's reloaded his ammo, he's providing cover, he's doing an absolutely perfect job of being a support player and a flag protector. There's that guy on top mid. He provides a distraction for him. He understands that he doesn't need to kill him. He understands that he doesn't have to 1v1 challenge him. He understands all of these things because he's practiced, because he has his teammate to back him up. He does not need to engage with every single player because he's trying to cap a flag, maintain protection, be a distraction, be an assistant, keep shields low. He's doing it all perfectly. Now he sees a guy coming from bottom mid. The only person right now that is of real threat to the flag runner. Why? Because look on your screen. The flag is going up into the attic, which means two things. He's either going to jump thrust or he's going to jump and ground pound into it. We know from the pre-clip that he ground pound. If he ground pound, which Ace doesn't know at this moment, he's at risk of dying because you stall in midair, you stall once you hit the ground, you're taking valuable seconds that you can be shot at very, very easily, and that's going to allow for this enemy, if he gets through, to kill Heinz. And if he kills Heinz, then it's a 3-on-4 or 3-on-3, whatever the scenario is. But if he can shoot him and take him out and zero in on him because he's not being shot in the back, the side, the front, or anywhere, if he can put all of his effort into killing this guy, then it keeps Heinz alive, which as a direct result of keeping Heinz alive, if something happens where, say, the guy from top mid pushes to Pink or comes up from the other side of Pink to attack Ace, Heinz can come out the side of the base and provide help to Ace if he ever encounters being attacked. Think about what I said. It should make very simple sense. So here he's able to zero in, get a beautiful kill on him. And how do you know that? You don't have to watch Ace's screen. Watch Heinz's radar as he's doing the ground pound. You see the dot on screen, and then the dot disappears. It's there, and it's gone. It's a great play by Heinz to be able to be in the attic and know that he has that cover. I don't believe that circumstance warranted a ground pound. He got away with it because of Ace, which was great. Great job on both of them. I still would have liked to have seen a jump thrust preferred for that kind of scenario, but it still resulted in almost a perfect play. Now here we see them switch back to Ace. You can see a guy cross map over at red car, and on the kill feed, Ace now knows that there's two guys dead. On the kill feed, he can also see what is happening in terms of his teammates versus the enemy. He can see that in this situation, he's got 3 of the enemies down. He's got all of his team up. Right now, they should have been able to push forward and cycle to get a new flag. The best situation would have been for Ace to actually go in for the flag. Heinz transitioned to Pink Tower because he was back at the base. APG and Renegade to control car and middle so that Ace could get a very quick run on the flag. Instead, as you heard the announcers talking about, they decide to play a little bit defensively, which is okay, but it was an opportunity for a flag run if they had set up. Now, here, what was the main highlight is the fact that Ace not only runs out of ammo because he is assisting so much, but also runs out of ammo because he has been alive forever. And that only speaks so much in reference to stats, meaning that on the stats screen you have an average life, but few people look at that and the assists that go with it. If you're dead, you can't assist. If you're dead, you can't flag run. If you're dead, you can't be an asset to your team. You might be able to call out from your kills cam, but that's about it. Being able to stay alive, maintain control, assist your teammates, set up for your teammates, set up respawn zone, be able to keep the enemy at bay, be able to be a factor in terms of the enemy knowing that you're still alive and you're still being a pest on the map completely changes the overall dynamic of the game. He does it so well. And as you can see, he's maintained the same side of the map throughout the majority of this game, and he's done an excellent job of it. You don't have to shift all around the map like so many people do to try to be an everything player. Know your role, fill your role, and do your role better than anyone else because it's your role. If you're sniper, or if you're rockets, or even if you're shotgun, play that role. Don't try to be someone with a sniper rifle that's trying to get overshield when 3 people from the enemy team are zoning in on overshield. Be the sniper and pick off the overshield, or be a sniper and defend the overshield so your teammate can get it. In this case, he has support role for his team, and in that role, he is doing it absolutely perfect. You've seen Heinz, you've seen Renegade, and you've seen APG all fall multiple times throughout the entire duration that Ace is staying alive. Ace is killing people, he's protecting flag runs, he's providing assists, he's keeping teammates alive, he's doing a beautiful job throughout. Running out of ammo doesn't mean anything. All you have to do is stay alive and find an extra weapon. And he did exactly that. He evaded the nades, evaded the shots, he became one shot, but he stayed alive by taking cover and then picking up another weapon. By picking up the BR, he was able to put more shots on someone else. So it has so much more of an impact than a lot of people fully understand. The other thing I want to point out here is that whether he was looking at his radar, or he heard in his Astros the footsteps, or whatever else, you don't always have to rely on your eyes to react to something. You can listen to it, but don't become solely reliant on your headset. Too many people are reliant on hearing footsteps, so use your radar. If you have a radar, but then you turn around and you got this big smoke cloud in front of you, it doesn't mean they're not there. You have to still react to it, and he does a perfect job of using the sword. And again, going back to what I've been saying, short range and a middle long range weapon. It doesn't get much shorter range than the sword. Okay, maybe the shotgun, but that's about it. He switches to the sword and gets the kill through the smoke cloud, and he still has a backup middle long range weapon to be able to proceed and put up more assists. Right there, get his own kill, getting a double kill. I mean, he's just doing everything so perfect in this sequence here. Now, what I love about this move right here is that he moves in to take control of that base to maybe set up for a flag run, and here we have Renegade transitioning from top mid to pink side. Why is that so good of a move? For multiple reasons. One, because Ace doesn't have backup anymore on that side. So Renegade shifts over, provides backup just like Str8 in the preview before Kratos when he was running the flag. So by being able to do this, he provides high ground, long range, and middle range support and assistance for Ace. You see that Heinz is controlling car, APG is controlling car, that's blocked. Ace is underneath the base, staying alive, still great job by him. Renegade is at risk of encountering trouble because he's the only one on this side of the map. It was great when he moved in to assist Ace, but now his team hasn't followed suit and been able to pull the flag to either go to car or pull flag to be able to come back out and block pink spawns. So that is a potentially dangerous situation. He provides great assists to the guy up there in the attic to drop his shield and scare him off. But here we see Ace moving back out, which is great. He got out of the way. By getting out of the way, he's able to push spawns back down at the top and bottom of the base, which wasn't going to happen before with the positioning that they had. Now, because APG falls on screen, you see that Heinz moves up to top car / top mid, which is good positioning. It allows them to get all set up again. But I still would have liked to have seen a flag run ultimately, because they have control of crowd pleasers at this point, and they have for the last 2 minutes. They've done a very good job overall, but it would have been very nice to have seen Str8 get another cap during this whole sequence of maintaining dominance over this map. I just have to highlight the fact that Ace did just an outstanding job throughout this clip, and the effort and work that he put in as a Str8 Rippin player. I mean, anyone on any team, if they could perform this well, will dominate, but he did it absolutely beautifully for several minutes here, and he deserves all the credit in the world. So great job to Str8, great job to Ace, and it's nice to be able to highlight Aaron for a lengthy play like this.